It is a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania.
Yes, it is.
Today we have severed our ties with Great Britain.
July 4th, 1776 will be a day that goes down in history.
For several years, we as colonists have accepted the taxation from King George III, but we have stood our ground.
We had lost our port in Boston, and therefore, on December 22nd, 1775, the British Parliament prohibited all trade with all colonies.
We then responded by opening up all our ports, and a great man, Richard Henry Lee, brought up motion to declare the independence. Contrary to common knowledge, only 12 of 13 colonies voted for Henry Lee's motion.
Thomas Jefferson wrote this Declaration of Independence, and Benjamin Franklin and John Adams edited it.
We sent it to the British on June 28th, and we are now declaring our independence, America!
And this is ABC News signing off.
Good night. Hello, and welcome back to ABC News.
We have breaking news for you today on July 9th, 1776.
Let's take the footage to our reporter Sam, who is located in New York. Back to you, Sam.
Hello, my name is Samantha Anderson. I'm here in New York as our soldiers have just come down from Boston. General George Washington has read the Declaration of Independence to the soldiers, and they are very moved. Behind me, I am sure you can hear the sounds of the rioting that is occurring. These band of soldiers have, after hearing the Declaration, ran toward a statue of King George III, the King of Britain, and he took down the statue and they decapitated it.
Hello, and welcome back to Motherland News. We have just received breaking news that the colonists have signed a paper called the Declaration of Independence. The signers include, from Delaware, George Reed, Caesar Rodney, Thomas McKean; from Pennsylvania, George Cleaner, Benjamin Franklin, Robert Morris, John Morton, Benjamin Rush, George Ross, and James Smith, James Wilson, George Taylor. From Massachusetts, John Adams and Samuel Adams. Samuel Adams has been known for tarring and feathering deer tax collectors over there in the colonies. John Hancock, Robert Treat Payne from New Hampshire, Joash Bartlett, William Whipple, Matthew Thornton, and from Rhode Island, Stephen Hopkins, William Ellery from New York, Lewis Morris, Philip Livingston, Francis Lewis, William Ford, and from Georgia, Button Gannett, Lynn Hall, George Walton; from Virginia, Richard Henry Lee, Francis Lightfoot Lee, Carter Braxton, Benjamin Harrison, Thomas Jefferson, and George Wright, and Thomas Nelson Jr. From North Carolina, William Hooper and John Penn. From South Carolina, Edward Rutledge, Arthur Middleton, Thomas Lynch Jr., and Thomas Hayward Jr. From New Jersey, Abraham Clark, John Hart, Francis Hopkins, Richard Stockton, and John Witherspoon. From Connecticut, Samuel Huntington, Roger Sherman, and William Williams, Oliver Wilcott. From Maryland, Charles Carwell, Samuel Chase, Thomas Stone, William Peck, and many more. Whether we are going to be going to war with the colonists is still rumored to be under discussion. What we do know is that our dear beloved king is frustrated with the colonists. All signers will be treated as traitors of the motherland, and all risks include as following: death by hanging or torture. They will risk the lives and the imprisonment of their children and wives. They risk debt, and they risk imprisonment themselves. In a brief interview with one of the knights, he said that the king said, and I quote, "The die is now cast. The colonies must either submit or triumph. We must not retreat." We will keep you updated as the story progresses, but for now, this is Cassie Demas signing out.
Should I have like this here? Yeah. Like, interesting. Hello. Oh crap! No, I was picking my bra. It is a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania.
Yes, it is.
Today we have severed our ties with Great Britain.
July 4th, 77...
Alright, go. Today we have severed our ties with Great Britain.
Don't we have to start at the beginning?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's.
Hello, we just received breaking news. I'm so sorry.
Today we have severed our ties with Great Britain.
July 4th, 1776 will be a day that goes down in history. I'm talking way too fast.
Ties with Great Britain.
July 4th, 1776 will be a day that goes down in history.
For several years, we as colonists have accepted the taxation from King George III, but we have stood our ground.
We have lost.
You went too fast!